Hi guys, we are back in Paris to interview the CEO of F&B at AccorHotels, Amir Nahai. He has recently joined the group to lead a major transformation within the company. Let's meet him and see what we can learn. Amir, thank you very much for welcoming us today here at the head offices of AccorHotels in Paris. So you have been appointed CEO of F&B at AccorHotels, which is actually the first time that AccorHotels has this position. What's the strategy behind?
It's actually the first time that any hotel company has this position, where you have a global head of food and beverage that sits on the executive committee. So it is a big investment on our part, and I think a big differentiator for AccorHotels, and a testament to the belief that we have in food and beverage, in the fact that it can become even more of a differentiator for our guests. So we have very big ambitions in food and beverage, and we are aligning some significant resources behind that ambition. It's all about making our food and beverage excellent in its own right. We shouldn't look at ourselves as food and beverage in a hotel. That's an outdated view of looking at ourselves. Our food and beverage should be outstanding, period. The fact that we happen to be in a hotel is just that. It happens to be in a hotel.
So where do you see the highest level of innovation in F&B?
Listen, I think that's a tough question. There is innovation in so many places. So if you look at the US, for example, I think today there's tremendous innovation there in terms of concepts. There's also innovation in terms of just the agriculture behind it. So if you look at the past couple of years, there's been an explosion in the number of farmers markets. And that has a huge impact on people's knowledge on what restaurants serve, etc. And then you look at Silicon Valley, there is a lot of startups around food. Most of them have to do with delivery services, or in some way, shape, or form, redefining takeout and what used to be frozen foods. So tremendous innovation there. I think if you look at Scandinavian countries, there's a lot of innovation in terms of the way food is prepared. So I think Scandinavian cuisine was something that wasn't on the tip of everyone's tongue a couple of years ago. But they're also doing a lot in terms of responsible sourcing and reduction of food waste. So bottom line, there is innovation across the board. For me, it's less important where it's coming from, but for a company like AccorHotels, it's making sure that we're taking the innovation that we see all around us in all the countries that we're in, and that we're able to learn from that. Whether it's something that I learned from the US, something that I learned from Scandinavia or London, they're all important. For me, the challenge is to bring them together and to ensure that we're using as much of it as possible where it makes sense.
If you had to open your own restaurant, which one would it be?
To be honest with you, I'm not sure if I'm ready to open my own restaurant. I'm having too much fun working with our existing 8,000 restaurants. But if I was to open a restaurant, I really think that I would stick to the pillars of our strategy. It would need to be excellent, authentic, and simple. So this would be a restaurant with a short menu. It would be excellent. Everyone would go there, and the food that I'd aspire to serve has to be really, really excellent. It can't be average, and it needs to be relevant to the local area. So that's the first dimension. And then really the second one that I would highlight is it would be a place where my employees, the teams, would be super happy to work at, and that excitement, that passion will translate to our guests as well.